All right, so this week we're reviewing something a little different. We're going to be reviewing the new Fox Lake album entitled New World Heat. This album was released on August 1st, and it consists of 12 songs, 30 minutes long. A lot of people would refer to them as new core. That term irritates me a little bit, but it's basically new metal infused hardcore from Denver, Colorado. New core, I guess, is applicable, but I don't know. I'm just tired of adding a core on the end of every damn thing.
Everything's core. More core.
Anyways,
Too metal for this now with more core.
The band formed in 2017, and their current lineup consists of Nathan Johnson on the vocals, guitarist Brandon Kemp, bassist Zachary Swafford, and Connor Haynes, who is also of Mugshot, plays the drums on this album and was the producer of this album. No word on if he is an official member of the band, but he definitely was for this album for all intents and purposes. So
it's a band that's kind of hard to get information on. You got to really dig.
Yes, not able to find a whole lot on them, despite the fact that I've actually been listening to these guys for a few years already. So, but just you go to their social media pages, you go to their Spotify, there's just not a lot of information. Guys, we want to tell everybody about you. We want them to know who you are. You got to put the info out there for us.
I will do it.
Anyways, the album starts with the song For the Love of the Game. So right away, you get hit with new metal flavor, just right out of the gate. Yeah. Starts out with some samples, and then you get old school DJ scratching. Mm-hmm. But then when it kicks in, it gets really heavy. To a degree, it actually reminds me a little bit of the first Primer 55 album, if it had some deathcore vocals in there.
Get Loose.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of, because the DJ scratching and all of that was also in there.
Yep.
Nothing technical here. This is caveman stuff, just good, fun mosh music.
Oh, it is, man. And I bet you them pits are crazy, fists flying everywhere. This is pound your chest, just fucking get it and let it all out. I loved it. It was a great opener.
Tough Luck is the next track. The first thing that stands out to me about this song is that all the instruments get their own individual chance to shine throughout this song. But I don't think anyone shines brighter here than Connor Haynes on those fucking drums.
Dude, there's some short, cool drum solos, especially near the beginning, really caught my attention.
Yeah. Broke up the song too, made it sound different than the first song for sure. And there's definitely some Wes Borland influence on the guitar work here.
I love the beat down chugging through this as well, man. It really just gets your head bobbing.
Oh yeah, this is good stuff, man. Good stuff. Next track is Freestyle. So this one is all about the lyrics for me.
Yeah.
Right out of the gate, it starts out with the line, zip them up in a body bag. And then you just got so many cool little parts after that. There's a part where he says, I finally arrived and I'm ready to brawl. The way I'm blowing your mind, I'll paint your brains on the wall.
Or you can't bury what was born in the fucking dirt.
Oh, man. That's the best way to close this track out. That was awesome.
Yeah, and they followed it with this hoarse, screaming riff after. Just this screechy, it was fucking cool.
They really played. I know it's like a lot of people look at having a DJ in a band as like corny or whatever, but the way that they utilize their DJ and the way that they play against the guitars is just incredible. And it just gives it a really cool, very uneasy feeling. I like it a lot.
Yeah, man. They definitely go for the throat. And that's the next song. Night, night, lights out. It's game over. You lose. And then they go into that nasty beat down, breakdown. Man, they have the mosh calls and the hooks. And then we even got like a DJ solo in this one.
Yeah, man. This is a cool one. That main riff definitely reminds me of this old nu metal band I used to listen to back in high school called Drown. Probably like two of you might know who they are. I don't know. It's not a ripoff, but it's got that vibe to it, and it just reminds me how much nu metal flavor is really infused into this thing. But it's done so tastefully. They don't put the cringy elements in, and that's what I really like about this nu metal revival. They took all the best parts of that, they paired it up with like deathcore sounds and stuff, and this band is a great example of where this genre is kind of going. Like you said, Justin, man, just big breakdown in this one. Just that big, nasty, slow breakdown.
Fucking loved it.
Yeah. Very modern. Something you would have never heard in nu metal, by the way.
No.
Not like that.
And that's the cold, hard truth, which is the next song.
So more Wes Borland inspired guitar work here. I think even more so. than on some of the other tracks. And I fucking love that, because that style where he's really experimenting with the high notes and the kind of squeals and the weird noises. I mean, I love that. It's definitely like $3 bill era Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. No real breakdown on this one. It's more of just a bridge with kind of some playful DJ parts. And that's cool because, you know, we were all expecting the breakdown and they didn't give it to us this time.
You don't need to do it all the time. Don't become too predictable.
Exactly. So. Another banger, though.
Yeah, this is like a song for those people that talk shit and then freeze up when the consequences in their face. He has that lyric, look at me right in front of you. You're scared. I can see it in your eyes.
Yep.
It's right to the point. Love it. Next track up is Real Fast. And real fast it was. I thought the final guitar scream was leading into something bigger, but the song was over. And it definitely wasn't a lead into the next track, that's for sure.
No, just over a minute, this track. It's over as quick as it started. Almost starts out death metal, but then it gets into the groove and the rappy vocals, and it brings you back to what we've been getting. But definitely leaves you wanting more. And I think it was intentional. Little edging action here from the Fox Lake Boys.
Yeah.
And from there, we get into halftime.
Yeah, man, I like that little, it's like a little interlude, mellow vibe in the middle of the album to kind of let your mind rest. It reminds me of like one of them old skate songs.
Yeah.
You'd see like skate videos back in the 90s and stuff.
So you guys know how I feel about filler songs and wasting time on albums. That said, this is an appropriately titled DJ track that perfectly breaks up the intensity of this album. And I happen to love this track, to be honest. I really do. And I think on an album like this, it's kind of welcoming.
Yeah.
Take a breath, you know, take a break. I remember on the Offspring Ixnay on the Hombre album, they have this intermission track, and it's really funny where they play like this kind of weird like show tunes music in the middle of the album.
Yeah.
And you got Dexter just going, intermission. And it's kind of funny because then when it's over, it gets right back into it. And that's what happens with this album. We're about to get into Pure Adrenaline next. In my personal opinion, this is the best song on the album. And I think this album should have been titled Pure Adrenaline because that's what it is. It's a shot of straight adrenaline. All I could think about listening to this song is wanting to be in the pit.
Yeah.
And those of you that know me know that I pick my pit moments very carefully. I'm not in there all the time, but when I finally get to hear this song live, I will be in that pit.
Yeah, you can't help like that. The way the drums are just bouncing through this and that riff that's going on that's kind of screaming through it. You can't help but just think about running around the pit to that and bouncing around, man.
Yeah.
It's impossible to sit still listening to this stuff, man. If it doesn't make you move, you're just fucking dead inside. I love that lyric near the beginning, too. No more games. I'm done with your bullshit. Simple, but
to the point.
Effective. It's that caveman lyrics, but it doesn't need to be complicated.
The thing, too. Like, these guys are very hip-hop influenced, so, you know, they're giving it to you straight delivery. They're not necessarily using metaphor and all this stuff. Like,
no, they're not sugarcoating it. They're saying exactly how they feel.
Yeah.
I love it. Next up is Headshot.
This is one of the longer songs on this album, and I do think it stands apart. They actually did cool stuff at that time. Probably the coolest breakdown on this album, I think.
Definitely. And the lead into it is the toxic vomit call out. Really cool. Again, you get into the screechy horror guitar sound that's fun. I absolutely love that. It is the nastiest breakdown on the album. I love it a lot.
Big Korn inspiration there. I think they originally brought us those creepy tones, and they've taken that to a whole nother level here.
Somebody's getting murdered in that pit.
Yes. Also really like the post breakdown bridge. Again, like with this band, instead of guitar solos, a lot of times you're getting a DJ solo.
Yeah.
And it's unique. It really lends to their sound. I mean, a random guitar solo is going to sound really out of place on an album like this. But
the little DJ solo, it's very tastefully done. It fits right in. It's good. It adds to the songs. It's not just filler on them.
Yeah.
Next up is Savior.
So this track, it's definitely a banger, but this one really caught me lyrically. And while we were listening to it, I had to kind of follow along with the lyrics. Definitely a political track.
Yeah.
But rest assured, they're not taking a side here. This is for everyone who is sick of politicians on both sides of the aisle and want to see real change.
Yep.
And are tired of corporations running our society. And man, this track really spoke to me because it really sums up how I feel about a lot of things that are going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
And it's fucking badass.
It's a good track, man. And I'd like to dive into the lyrics a little bit more. I know you've heard the album a few times. This is my first listen through it. So I was catching all the political stuff being said there. But you're right. It doesn't pick a side. It's just pretty much saying, fuck all of them. We want the real change. There's also a slight rage feeling.
Oh,
in
definitely.
Some of this. You can feel the influences. And
definitely. And you mentioned Ice-T. I mean, a lot of, especially hearing
body
them
count.
Dive into the politics, it definitely has a little bit of body count influence there.
Yeah, the way he was delivering his vocal and the lyrics at a moment there, it very much reminded me of Ice-T. Really cool stuff. Gut Check is up next.
So this one, I think, is the most old school hardcore song on the album, especially if you focus just on the instrumental aspects. The DJ parts weren't as prevalent here. The songs were a little bit more fast. Definitely had more of the old school vibe. But the lyrics here, I just think are just fun. Just fun. The chorus is too soft, too weak. Not everyone can handle the heat. This is a credible threat. This is a gut check. Cool stuff, man. This is just a fun album.
Yeah, I mean, you took away everything I was going to say about this song, but I loved it, man. It's just pound your chest, fucking get in the pit, have fun, aggressive, just
I didn't mean
good.
I didn't mean to take away your stuff, man. I'm sorry if I caused excessive damage.
That is the next track.
Another track clocking in at over 3 minutes. And the theme that I've noticed here is when they do a longer song, they make it count.
Yeah.
And that's what they did here. I heard some Machine Head flavor in here with some of the alarm clock riffing.
Dude, that's what I've been trying to figure out this whole time. What this reminds me of sometimes, it's Rob on Burning Red.
Okay.
In Supercharger era. That's what his vocal has been reminding me of, and I haven't been able to place it.
We finally got it.
There you go.
Song.
Not all the time, just sometimes it pops out. Yeah. Sorry.
I think very well placed, perfect pick for a closer. The way they close it out at the end with just the bass, some guitar distortion, and they kind of just ride it out to the finish and just kind of fade out. Perfect way to close this album.
Yeah, I love all the DJ scratches and noises near the end to close it out. That drum beat and the fade. It was just, as you said, a perfect way to close it. There is that one lyric, though, I have to pull it back up. It's, you get what you pay for, curb stomp your own heart because you got bored.
I know. As soon as I heard it, I was like, that's so fucking cool.
It's relatable. It's relatable.
So cool.
So this is the type of album I've been looking for since I got into Kubla Khan and Filth and Upon a Burning Body and stuff like that. Just ignorant mosh pit music to let out all that aggression. Big hooks, big bouncy, big breakdowns, big chuggy riffs. It's just big and meaty and in your face. Dripping with nu metal, but the beat down hardcore at the same time. It's a perfect blend for a live crowd. I have to see this band. And this album's going to end up being in constant rotation moving forward. Probably talk about it again at the end of the year. I don't have a rating on this, but I can't think of anything bad to say, so I guess I'm just going to give it a 6.
6.
All right. There you go. Fucking 6. So I don't even have notes for this part. I'm just going to go off of the cuff here. This is a band, like I said, I've been into this band for a while. I've actually been listening to them for a few years. I've been down many hardcore rabbit holes, and this band doesn't necessarily fit as a hardcore band, but they definitely have those elements.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what I like about it is, again, it speaks to Jason from high school that couldn't be bothered to listen to anything that wasn't nu metal.
Yeah.
didn't have it doesn't have a DJ. What kind of band is this? Like, and sometimes you go back to some of that shit as an adult and you're like, this is kind of cringy. What I love about this resurgence of this new metal style is they're bringing back all the best parts of it and they're leaving some of the corny stuff out.
Yeah.
And a band like this is bringing you the intensity of like a pale-faced Swiss, but they're making it fun, bouncy. It has the bounce of the new metal and the DJ scratching. So even though it's angry and it's intense, it's also fun. And you want to jump around in the mosh pit, and it's just good stuff. And as I was listening to this, I've listened to this album several times, so this wasn't my first listen. But I kind of went through the same thought process that you did, Justin, where it's like, I don't have anything bad to say about any of the songs on here. And by that criteria, this album is a 6.
Yeah,
it's a 6 out of 6 because when I listen to it, I'm never going to skip a song. I liked every song. I liked all the parts of every song. I don't have any complaints about this album. It's fucking great.
The pacing is good. It doesn't wear out its welcome on anything that it's doing. Like this is a great album. Unexpected. Full disclosure, we did not come into this episode prepared to record any album. We had a totally different episode. We had to pivot, and this wasn't even the first album that we were thinking about reviewing, but I'm very happy that we did.
No, definitely. Yeah, this was a total last minute. We decided this 2 hours ago that we were going to listen to this album and review this album. So definitely stop what you're doing. Listen to Fox Lake. You're going to have a good time.
New World Heat. Must listen to. This is some heat.